Hey, what's going on everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us again. So we're about to start playing some 60 seconds. We're going to try the apocalypse again. We're going to try to survive in our fallout shelter. And obviously the object of the game is to get supplies within 60 seconds. Otherwise, we end up with nothing. Okay. Let's start with the radio, I think. Come on. Come here, you idiot. Have we got time to get to the kitchen? I don't know if we have. Oh no! Oh god damn it! So greedy. At least they've got cards. Okay, we're going to do this again, and we're going to get it right this time. We're going to survive. We're going to see out this apocalypse. Here we go. Come on, everybody. It's a first aid kit. We're going to take that for sure. Come on. Is that not a radio? I thought I could pick that up. I thought I was in here. That's not ideal. Give me the drafts board. Give me the axe. Here we go. We're done. We're done. We're done. We don't need to go back. We've got everything we need to survive. Look at this, we've got so much stuff. We didn't get a gas mask, which is a bit of a problem, but here we go. All of us made it into the shelter. Just a second before the blast. That was close. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration supplies. You're not getting anything this time round. Day 1. Confined spaces are not very friendly environment. Quickly got into an argument over some trivial things. If this keeps on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. Didn't get a radio either. Such an idiot. We could barely sleep after that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Timmy seems okay, as much as he can in our current situation. Today was relative calm for Dolores. Ted is complaining today. At least not very... He's not complaining today. At least not very much. Ration supplies. You're not getting anything today. As the area is still irradiated, going to the wasteland right now is unsafe. Let's stay in. Let's stay in. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this will blow over soon, and life will get back to what it used to be, or else we might face dangers we never dreamt of. Play some drafts. What are you doing? Drafts is the most infuriating game ever. Right. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathetic. But we need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they're coming for us, right? Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Dolores should drink sometime. All Ted wishes for are drops of water. Oh dear. Well, good news for you lot. Let's stay in. We don't need to go anywhere. We can barely breathe in this damn shelter. For the last couple of hours the situation's been getting worse, notably worse. There might be something wrong with the ventilation system. Maybe it's stuck. In that case we need to look into fixing it right away. Come on, the Boy Scout book. We're on day 4 already. Here we go. Using the handbook to research the vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured it was full of pointers on how to fix things. It must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Before we could even check, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out of the cursed vent. Their stings hurt like hell and seemed to give us fever. Mary Jane seemed fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Despite the dire circumstances, all the troubles we're going through Timmy's head, despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very brave. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new anyway. I did get first aid kit. I didn't realise that. You can all have some soup today. Contamination's still strong. We won't be going out. What we would give to enjoy the sunshine again. We can't say there's a lot of light underground. We don't expect it to get any brighter down here. What day are we on now? Day 5. Day 5. This stubble doesn't seem to be getting any worse. She still seems to be particularly annoyed with him. We can take care of ourselves. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy is on his best behaviour. How long will it last? There's nothing new to report about Dolores. Ted is fine. You can all hold out. I know it's still highly radioactive. Trips are a big risk right now. We can hold out. Mutated rodents are attacking our supplies. We're not sure if they're rats, feral bunnies, or just mutated hamsters. All of these options are pretty grim. We could use spare ammunition or something to get rid of them. Let's take an axe to them. Kick their ass. Day 6. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should have some water. Everybody wants some water. Let's have some water, everybody. Still unsafe. We'll wait another day. Never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on one of the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms. Should we eat them? I like mushrooms. Why not? Why wouldn't we eat mushrooms? Uh-oh, everybody. We learned something today. Tomato soup is our new best friend, and mushrooms aren't. Yuck. Mary isn't worried, or at least she's not saying out loud. Nothing new to report on Timmy. Dolores is fine. This morning had been calm enough for Ted. He's doing well. Time to radiation. We'll give it a miss for now. We'll pass on going outside. It's very difficult to prepare for unseen consequences when you don't see them coming. They were unseen by definition. So that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we're prepared for what happened. I want cake. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want cake? Day 8. Day 8, everybody. Living in the past is not wise in our current situations. We don't need to think of today or tomorrow. Oh, sorry. We need to think of today or tomorrow. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Despite the dire circumstances, Tim is being very brave. Nothing to report on Dolores. Ted is not complaining. Time to ration supplies. We'll hold out. Still radioactive. I felt we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. I haven't got anything to go through it. That's quite annoying. Day 9. Some things are better left untouched or unknown. Whatever is behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like a good idea. Everybody wants some water. We are running low on water. Still get radiation sickness. We'll hold out. There's never a good time to go to the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. It would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later and plan the trip outside. Before we can make the third step beyond the show door, an unknown creature started growling at us. In the darkness, we only had minutes to decide what to do. I've got nothing. I didn't take the axe with me. I've got nothing. Day 10. We felt it too risky to face whatever horror awaited in the shadows. We did what any sane person do. We shut the door and the creature was gone the next morning. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Timmy should eat something. Everybody's having some soup. We need to go outside. Mary Jane, you love. You are going outside tomorrow. What we would give to be able to enjoy the sunshine again. Get ready to go outside, love. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. It's always better when things are calm. Dolores is fine. Nothing to report with Timmy. Nothing wrong with Ted. Not going to give him any food or drink. And we're going to send Mary Jane out. Watch yourself, love. Off she goes. Day 12. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Dolores won't last without water. Ted needs water to survive. Well, well, well. We plan to go to Niagara Falls, these beautiful waterfalls. We're never expected to get a waterfall of our very own in this shelter right now. It seems that there's half a dozen pipes burst and all that water's pouring right into our bunker. We need to save our supplies. I'm going to use the cards. Could we not have captured the water in the bottles? We're all about survival and poker games, so it wasn't too surprising when we went after our lucky set of cards. First, not a single card got wet, but plenty of the water supplies were submerged. Plenty of other supplies were submerged. After a while, the water level dropped, the damage was quite extensive. We'll have to deal with that. Nothing too new to report for anyone else. Time to ration supplies. We'll hold off. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. We only had the chance to listen to an emergency radio broadcast. Sorry about that. Day 14. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. Nothing new to report. Ration supplies. There's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but it probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens, we've been paying our taxes regularly. We're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us, but except that one time, well, never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign of them. We've got no water, we are in serious bother unless she comes back with water. Come back with water, love, all is forgiven. There's one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or strolling around the outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Timmy is very hungry. We need water. Ted needs water. Okay. Oh crap. So I need to take the water away from him. Give it to one of these two, because I need an adult to survive. We need her to come back with water. Oh, a stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he was a trader looking to barter for items he requires. Offers 1 in exchange for. I don't know if we have any choice, do we? Don't know if we have any choice. Don't know why I got rid of the Boy Scout book. We got 2 water. That is good news. Give everyone some soup as well. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it, or else. Day 17. Oh, she's back. She is back. I mean, she looks a bit of a state, but she is back. Trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. Nothing made us happy in the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Our expedition went directly to visit the primary school. Not for education, of course. No. We were desperate for supplies, and the school was our best chance of getting them. Everybody adored the lunch lady. She was almost 80, and everything she touched tasted great and smelled of tomato. Now we know her secret. We got 1 more tomato can. Biology class had an aquarium. The fish had died since no one fed them, but the aquarium water could still be drinkable. There was enough for a few bowls, 2 bowls. PE teacher was a World War II veteran and kept some of his war trophies and memorabilia in the office, includes grenades, a bazooka, and finally a functional gas mask. Geography classroom was very poorly equipped. The only useful item was a map of our town, still better than nothing. Mary Jane caught something nasty and is really tired. Timmy's okay as much as he can be. Okay, so we're going to give her those. Oh, I could have healed her. So I've always wanted to know, maybe we should risk it and go out. Come on, Timmy, you're up next, mate. Plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Auntie Ada. She lives in the country, so there's a good chance she's still configuring her cow counting machine and not worrying about nukes raining down on her hen house. Too bad we don't have a photo of her. Or do we? We put some photos into books a while ago, after that giant coffee spill incident. That doesn't sound healthy. And so we are left with no photos or news and no happy thoughts. The world is too cruel. Mary Jane is hungry. No news is good news. There's nothing going on with Timmy. Doris is fine as well. There's nothing going on with Ted. Okay. Timmy, you're up, sunshine. On your bike, mate. Day 19. Mary Jane's quite hungry. Timmy went out to the wastelands. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Water for these two. Let's give everybody some water. Keep sitting on our backsides in here, this tiny little bunker. We can't start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Or let's try that again, shall we? We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighbourhood? We could do it on our own, the escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. We haven't got radio. Timmy's coming back with a radio. Day 20. Is there some... I can't read. If there is one thing we need to do, it's use our radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts. Mary Jane's quite hungry. Today's been fine for Doris so far. The morning's been calm enough for Ted. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverised out there. That doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighbourhood is pretty much more peaceful since the neighbourhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. Day 21. We can take care of ourselves. Mary Jane's she's always hungry. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Teddy's not complaining. I'm not going to feed you today, love. You're always hungry. Play a game, they said. It'll be fun, they said. They never mentioned picking one would be so much trouble. She's surely got some time before she wastes away, hasn't she? Okay. We played Truth or Dare. When it turned out we only kept asking questions, and the most common were, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough of the game for now. Mary Jane's quite hungry. Water is what Mary Jane needs. They all need water. Currently have some water, not a lot. Remember the time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looked like something had bitten her. Now the injury is looking much worse. We fear it might be infected. We have to clean it up. Can't believe I'm about to do this. Can't believe I'm about to do this. No more tuba playing for you or whatever that thing was. Right. Mary Jane got the wrong idea when we brandished the axe. She tried to limp out of the bunker. Unfortunately, she was too slow and we were able to explain our intentions before she ran off. Heating the axe's blade allowed us to clean the wound safely and stop it from festering. Now it is up to her immune system to fight off the infection. We had to break our axe to do so, but she's looking better today. We are hopeful it was worth it. Mary Jane's diet could use some food. Mary Jane is injured. Today was relatively calm. Nothing going on with Ted. You and your bloody food, love. Enjoying the little things in life is important in any situation. So when Mary Jane found some seeds in the shelter, she got really excited. She thinks that with a little luck and enough water and soil, we might be able to grow our own food. We don't know if these are vegetable seeds, but if they are, planting them might be worth a shot. Shall we use a bottle of water to start our own garden? Why not? Timmy's coming back, isn't he? Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Here he is. He's back. He looks fine. He looks absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with him. Don't worry about your daughter's arm, your sister's arm. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Right. Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. We'll see what happens in a few days. Let's just hope these seeds don't turn into some useless flowers. Mary Jane's optimistic enough. -1 water. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wastelands and is safe with us now. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be careful more time. The Proudhausen Hotel was completely destroyed. Piles and piles of luggage were lying between heaps of rubble. Only a few rooms on the lower levels partially survived. Every room was stocked with water bottles for guests. A few of them remained relatively untouched by the explosion, +1 water. Of the luggage bags, one of the luggage bags was filled with a wide array of different flashlight models. Excited, we tried all of them, but there was only one in working condition. The lobby was mostly destroyed, and barely anything could be found on the floor except one very hairy and very dead lumberjack, and he had his axe in his hand. Damn it, our gas mask was destroyed during the expedition. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Tim is very hungry and really tired. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Okay. We need to send someone out again, pretty much. We haven't got a radio, so it's going to be a bit of a waste of time, that. Day 25. One thing we need to do is use our radio. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Timmy should eat something. Here goes nothing. We're in some serious bother. You're out next. Day 26. Mary Jane wants her injury patched up. Timmy should eat something. Dolores has gone to the service. Ted is fine. I don't have any first aid stuff. You used it all on chopping your arm off. We need medical supplies. What we have is a joke. Time to do something about it. That bug spray is just standing there. Why don't we use it to make drugs? We don't have any bug spray. Day 27. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Mary Jane is hurt and we haven't done anything to make it better. Timmy should eat something. No new problems are troubling Ted. Holy moly. Trash is becoming full of empty soup cans. Oh dear. The unmentionable bucket is overflowing. Both of them are attracting strangely glowing, suspiciously big insect wildlife. Roaches weren't that big before the war, were they? Day 28. We're in serious bother here, everybody. Oh my, that thing is huge, and there goes another one. Roaches are everywhere. We're doomed. We're already feeling dirty. Can we spare some water? Mary has been asking about it all day. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Oh dear. It'd be fantastic if we could just get out and leave, walk to the surface, walk the surface like we used to, smell the fumes and pollution. Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. Uh-oh. Oh, someone's back. Day 29. She's back. She looks fine. I love the fact we sent everybody else out and he's just sitting there. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. We're glad to see Doris came back from safe lands. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's hope some additional supplies would be great. We didn't get anything from this expedition. Always better when things are calm. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be. Doris not eating for a while. Ted needs water. Is there anyone out there? We don't have a radio. No one got a bloody radio. Day 30. We are on the last leg. There's a big bug. Okay, here we go. One thing we need to do, listen to the radio. Mary Jane's feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shower? Tim is hungry. Pretty fatigued. Doris has not eaten for a while. Water is all Doris wants. Where is the water? Ted needs it. There is no water. We've just got food. Enough sitting around. It's time to visit. Go, Ted, go. Save the day, Ted. Although he could come back and everybody might be dead. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Water is what Mary Jane needs. Mary Jane caught something nasty. Timmy should eat something. Doris is not eating for a while. There might be some water. There has to be some more left. Ted is on the surface. We've got nothing. Gonna give it to Timmy, are we? Okay. Mary Jane's plant is growing very fast as bamboo, but it's not a bamboo. We can't tell. We can tell it has some form of vegetable or fruit. Its branches maybe they're worth for eating too. We've got no choice. Eat them. Eat them. Come on. I mean, if they're water, that'd be good. Good call. With the plant, we were able to procure 4 cans worth of food from it. The glow seems to give some extra nutritional value. Mary Jane is hungry. Timmy prefers apple juice but needs water. Laura's not eaten for a while. Uh-oh. You're drinking soup. Surely that's enough. I think they're about to die. Oh, a travelling salesman's paid us a visit. I need... oh, yes. Water. For that. We can do this. This is what we need as long as we survive for this. Day 33. Oh no! Oh no. If only had a few drops of water we could avoid what happened to Dolores. Died of dehydration last night. We made a deal with the salesman. We got 1 water he strode away in the wastelands. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Mary Jane went nuts. Timmy doesn't need much. Timmy's been driven crazy. Don't think this is going to help anybody. We were woke to a dripping sound today and noticed there's something leaking from the pipes. That green liquid looked innocent enough, even after it ate through the table and the chair and the floor. Patching up that pipe is probably a good idea. Day 34. We couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed there was a regular pipe that would... That's what a regular pipe would do in a nuclear apocalypse. and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny today though, probably no connection to the pipe whatsoever. Timmy keeps acting really weird. Weirder than usual anyway. Time to ration supplies. Is anyone who can rescue us? It's the army. We can't speak to them because we don't have a radio. Uh-oh. Are there any drugs we could give Mary Jane? Timmy is arrested. Well done, Timmy. Well done, Timmy. Someone is very serious about banging on the hatch. We're scared it might open. They might want something. But it might be good news. We gladly welcome any friendly face, even if it was our neighbour, Ned. We're pretty sure that if there was any reason why our town got bombed, he would be that reason. Shall we open? I don't think we've got any choice. I don't think we've got any choice. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Turned out it was nice. Mysterious fellow in a weird suit gave us some cans of soup. This will help survive the next couple of days. Ted's returned safe from his voyage. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone's followed us. We were cautiously exploring the neighbourhood when we got cornered by a scary looking thug with a shotgun. The odds weren't in our favour until a crate of fell out of the sky and dropped right down on the bandit. Excellent timing. A food drop, that's what we needed. No, we didn't. But they dropped the... What did they drop this time? Bread, cheese, meat, chocolate? No, tomato soup cans. Hooray! Someone forgot to fill the water crate with something to soften the fall. As a result, most of the bottles were shattered. Luckily, a few of them survived. 2 water. Our supplies did not include a working radio. Sorry, our supplies did not. Our supplies did not include a working radio. The problem was we weren't able to find one in any of the drop crates. Eventually, we encountered a box full of toasters and spent some time tinkering with it. Trial and error, and we ended up with a radio that occasionally works. Call that a win. Everybody has to drink something sometime. Mary Jane wants water. Tim wants food. We've got no choice but to give a little bit of everything to everyone. We've got no first aid kit. Do not die, Ted. We could send Timmy out. Feels like a plan. What's that sound? Uh-oh, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check out. How about we... Good luck. What the hell? We barely made it out alive. There was a giant mutated crocodile or an alligator or something else with giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Timmy is the best behaviour. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted was hurt. Some of us are keener to go outside than others. We're going to send the mental Timmy out. Day 38. This is going very well, even though when you look at the state of when you look at the state of us, it's going all right. Look, I mean, we've got a dead person, a broken gas mask. These two, it's going all right. What's the worst that can happen? Mary Jane wants her her injuries fixed. Timmy went out to the wastelands. Ted's stomach is rumbling. We learned a valuable lesson recently. If you don't do anything about roaches in your home, you'll end up more roaches. That's not ideal. If we don't do anything about it, we'll end up glowing just like them. I have nothing to do about it. Day 39. Oh, we've got 2 roaches. Living with roaches can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing your pillows, socks and wallets. Why would roaches even need wallets? And the smell is horrible. Everyone has to drink something sometime. Everybody wants a drink. Is there anyone out there who can rescue us? Yes, we get to listen to our toaster radio. Come on. Day 40. What are the chances of this? We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming for us. What we need to do is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. We just need to know to wait for further instructions and keep our radio on. Ted is hungry. First aid kit, unless we have some drugs. We don't have any of that. We just didn't serious bother. Day 41. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mary Jane's injuries were enough to make her angry at us. Or at least the fact that we decided not to do anything about them. When we got up, we found a note from her claiming she deserves better and she had left for Canada because they had a better public healthcare system. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Homemade drugs sound like an excellent idea. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wastelands and is safe now with us. A little trip to the surface we might have been spotted and followed. Going to the supermarket is not as easy as it used to be now that the raiders have taken over the place and are running the plunder operations in that area. It's more difficult than ever. We sense the numbers left on guard duty were limited. It seemed possible to sneak around them and retrieve the loot is worth a shot. Sneaking through the store shelves provide us with 4 cans of soup. The bandits kept some of their guns in the staff room. Now we've got a gun. We were in a rush because the raiders could come back at any minute. We grabbed a few things at random. One of them turned out to be bug killing spray. Timmy is very hungry and really tired. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Could really do with some water. Can't send anyone today. Turns out Mr. Freeman, the physics teacher at Timmy's school, was right. 1 + 1 does indeed make 2 in our cases. In our case, it's 2 or more cockroaches because of those little bastards just keep coming. Need to clean them up. Let's use the bug spray, shall we? I don't think we can go out anymore because everyone's a bit loopy. Timmy should eat something. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Ted's gone crazy. Let's hold off on the water for now. Play a game, they said it would be fun. Play a game, they said. It would be fun, they said. We read that before, they said. Oh no. Why didn't I just give him the food and water? I thought I could hold out one more day. Ted's wounds, alright, okay, were too serious to leave untreated. They became infected. Took Ted's life. We played as I Spy. Who did you play I Spy with, I wonder? During breakfast we realised that some of our rations were missing. Our first instinct was to blame the communists. We soon realised the real culprit was in fact Timmy. Apparently he's become completely paranoid. He keeps muttering about how we're starving him on purpose and he's giving us really hostile looks. Oh, you survived for 43 days. Day 29, we didn't find Jesus. Well, there we go, 43 days. Enjoyed that. Please go and check out 60 Seconds. It's available on Steam at the moment. Check it out. Obviously support the developers if you're interested. And we will see you again soon. Thank you very much.